the #1 slot at the US box office. Here he is, he's the very funny Mr. Kevin Hart. Great to have you here, Kevin.
Whoa!
Very lovely to have you on the show.
I was hoping that these couches weren't too tall.
No.
I didn't want my feet to be swinging. So
well, let me get that out of the way then, because you're not the tallest guest we have on the show this evening.
No, I mean, look, I call it petite. I'm a petite individual.
Yeah.
But I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm very confident. You hear my voice? That makes up for my size.
Yeah.
I'm very confident.
Do you think, do people, I don't know quite how to put this, but I like a small man.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
Well,
no.
Some of my friends are small guys, and they kind of bring a different kind of energy into any gathering, I've noticed.
We're good people. I mean, I think that's the best way. Wait, first of all, why are we talking like small people are a different type of people?
Like, but I notice you're not. I mean, because you're a fit guy, clearly.
Very fit.
You're in the.
Very fit.
Well,
I want to make sure we get that way. Very fit.
Well, in Hollywood, you have to be. You have to be, don't you?
You don't have to be. I consider myself very fit.
Okay.
I'm what you call a sex symbol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You mean, so you're what you call a sex symbol, but with the inverted commas?
I had to do that just in case somebody wanted to question it. Oh, I did this. Okay, I gave you this.
I love your stand-up comedy. I love your movies as well. We'll talk about your new movie and movie career, but you came over in 2012 and you sold out the O2.
Yes, I did.
In London.
Yes, I did.
You sold out Wembley in 2014.
Yes, I did.
And I noticed that, in common with some other stand-up comedians, you talk a lot about your personal life, about growing up, about your family now. And in particular, I was wondering, you know, the childhood you had struck me as being a difficult childhood, as a tough childhood.
You know what, not difficult to the point where I didn't have. What my surroundings were is what I was used to. You know, that's all I knew. So I think growing up, my mom, I was raised by a single mother. Dad was on drugs, in and out of jail, not around too much. But my mom made sure that me and my brother had.
What was the drugs your dad had the problem with?
Name one. He did them all.
Yeah, well.
Were you angry with him?
No, man, I don't care. I'm black. We don't give a shit. I don't care. You shrug your shoulders. It's not something that I cry. What was Dad doing? No. My dad's fine now. When I got to a point where I could afford to do it, I got my dad help, put him in a institution where, you know, it was 24-hour care. Now my dad's sober. And now my dad, basically, here's how I see it. My dad was supposed to do drugs so I could see what not to do. Does that make sense?
Well, I can see where you're going with that. So you had a kind of very negative example put right in front of you.
I had a point-blank view of what drugs can do to an individual.
Yeah. You're a father yourself now, because you've got 2 children?
I am. 2 kids.
Well, let me ask you this then, because you do swear a lot on stage.
I do. But I get away with it. It's like my voice is small enough to where it's not offensive.
Yeah, well... I've used that excuse as well. It doesn't always work.
No, because you're tall. You can't do the same thing.
Is that what it is?
Watch this. Come on, man. Stop being a bitch.
Okay.
Look at that. See that? Small. Come on, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Now, if I say, like, you don't be a bitch. Whoa, hey, buddy. You see that? Yeah, it's different.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Although, who's going to be scared of this? But I know, but your mum, and I don't know how much it's true, I get the feeling she was pretty down on you swearing.
Yes. My mom is very much into church, very religious. And, you know, my mom never came to see me perform. My mom has never, she passed away 6 and a half years ago. My mom has never seen me perform. And the reason why my mom never wanted to come to a show is because of the swearing, of the alcohol, of smoke in the air. She just didn't want to be around.
So the whole environment, not just your performance.
Just the environment. It had nothing to do with just me, just the environment in general.
Real old school church
she felt,
going,
it wasn't conducive to what she wanted to be around.
When you were a kid, though, did she ever let you swear? Were there times when you were allowed to use the curse word?
No, my mom was so strict. So strict. So strict. My mom beat me one time. My mom was the mom that whatever was near her is what she beat me with. Like, I got beat with a lampshade. It didn't even hurt. It didn't even hurt. It's the fact that she felt that was a weapon at the time. Like, she grabbed my arm until she found something and grabbed the lampshade. I just remember looking at her like, this don't hurt, but you're messing up the lampshade. She was weak. My mom was not strong. None of the whoopings hurt, so I just had to act like it hurt. Stop, please don't. Oh, you're hurting me. This isn't good.
I bet she knew you were faking. She didn't really want to hurt you. That's what's going on.
No, she used to get out of breath. Yeah. You are gonna cry.
Okay, Kevin has a new movie out. It's The Wedding Ringer, and it opens on the 20th of February.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now this is got a great concept, a great premise behind it. Explain to us the story, because I can see what attracted you. What's the deal with The Wedding Ringer?
This movie is this is my first rated R comedy. It's a movie about a guy, Josh Gad, who plays a character named Doug. Doug has basically lied himself into a corner. Doug is getting married, and he's told his wife that he has a best man, and he also has groomsmen. He's a couple days away from the wedding, and his wife is pressuring him to get these people to come to the meetings. Yeah. With his back against the wall, he doesn't know what else to do, because these people don't exist. He's forced to come to a guy like myself. I play a guy named Jimmy Callahan. I provide a business for those who lack friends. Whatever you need, I can provide it for the right price. He needs a best man, no problem, I can do it. He also needs 7 groomsmen. Yeah. This movie is about the road to friendship between these two guys and trying to create this. It's a bromance. Yeah. And trying to create this lie. But the fun and silliness and the edgy humor that we really take on in this movie along the way is unbelievable. I think this is my best work to date.
Well, it takes some chances, for sure. There's a few scenes you think, wow, I'm amazed they got away with that. Yo. I'm thinking of the scene with the dog.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a scene with the dog. There's a scene with the dog where, without giving up the movie, I can...
How do we talk about this thing?
Well, I can talk about it without saying too much. There's a bachelor party that I throw for Doug, and... Doug, we want to do something wild for him because he's a guy, he's a prude, hasn't done much. So we have a dog, and we decide to blindfold Doug and put peanut butter on Doug's area, okay? And we say, okay, we're going to give you a gift, and we tie him up, and we get the dog to come in and start licking the peanut butter off his area, and he thinks it's a girl, and we unfold it, and he sees that it's a dog. The dog then panics, bites down on the area. And it becomes a crazy situation because now we gotta get it on.
I don't see how that could become a crazy situation.
I'm gonna tell you, what was crazy was on the day, the dog didn't want to walk to the area where he had to do the business. So
he didn't really do the business.
No, it was a prosthetic. Oh. But there was a guy whose job was to like hold the prosthetic and get the dog. So like in between takes, you see this guy like, come on, man. He's got the thing like near his forehead, talking to the dog, and everybody's just looking like this can't be good. Like, did you? The dog had a voice. The dog was like, I swear this is the last time that I'm taking any gigs like this. No more gigs like this. I told my agent. Very
okay, well, that's still in the movie, but not quite like that. Okay, this is The Wedding Ringer, and it's out the 20th of February. Look at this. There you go, that's The Wedding Ringer. So the speeches, have you been... I imagine you would be a dream person to be best man, Stephen.
Well, yeah, I was best man for my colleague Hugh Laurie and for my brother. That was bad because I had an asthma attack. And that's not the ideal place to be, is it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But as many asthmatics will know, one of the things, if you do get serious asthma, that you're encouraged to do is have an adrenaline syringe about your, in your car glove compartment or somewhere similar, and just because it's intramuscular, you just give yourself a stab. And of course, the fear of having to make a speech is a great surge of adrenaline. So I did get through it, but there was a time when I was just outside the tent thinking. I was sinking to the ground, wheezing, unable to breathe, thinking, how do I get my words of love out to my brother?
If you're the bride, you are pissed. On my day? He's gonna almost die on my day?
Listen, you don't want the best man to stop the speech and get a syringe out and inject himself. Kevin, I'm so thrilled you came on the show. I'm genuinely a big fan.
Man.
Even bigger fan now you've been on. Kevin, you're going to stay with us?
Yes, I'll stay,
Kevin Hart, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to stay with us. Still to come after this break, we have the Oscar nominated Felicity Jones and Ashley